Day 46, Min beneath the trees. My phone is a little precariously balanced and it may fall out of the tree. We have shocked you with our news. We cannot sugarcoat this bitter pill. All we ask you for is your patience while we tell you the rest of the story. Despite the magnitude of the fate about to fall them, Shimron's voice was soothing. We will tell you of our 4-point plan. You must have all the information you need to find the ways to save some of the forest and its ecosystem and shield it from other dangers. Although we have little time, we invite you first to rest. Min sat down and put her head in her hands, trying to process all that she'd heard. Her wings drummed. She listened. The others stared at her and whispered among themselves. Fitlin put a finger to his lips and shook his head for quiet. Otlin watched her intently. The radiants were silent. Min was unaware of the stillness around her. Buried in a conversation with her two wings, she quizzed them in silent fury. We Tenglins are tasked with finding a way to save some of the forest, the ecosystem, and the beings. Do I understand that correctly? I think that is so, Flutter answered. The fearsome are coming, and if they're as ferocious as we've been told, how exactly are we to oppose them successfully? Be patient, Flick said. You want me to be patient. Is patience the only advice you ever have for me, Flick? Is patience really what we need now in the face of this horrible reality? I think on this occasion Fitlin is right. There will be a way, Min. We'll have to be patient if we are to see it. Flutter sounded uncomfortable. And you must keep your head, Flick added. We've just received news of the worst possible nightmare for this enchanted paradise, and you want me to be calm and collected. Min clamped her mouth tight to stop herself screaming her frustration out loud. I don't think, well, it's pretty certain one way or another that you don't really have a choice, Min, came Flutter's quivering response. Not only do you not have a choice, now is the time for you to step up and lead by example. Min could feel Flick's determination. It came with a series of prods. Her mind bristled. Wait a moment. When did I become leader? Why can't Cassian or one of the others take control? Her wings were silent. Well, why? She demanded again. Because you have the gifts of reading energies, of understanding and being able to talk to trees and creatures and rivers and all beings, Flutter replied, sounding both proud and terrified. It's too much. You ask way too much of me. It is on behalf of so many more than you and us. And for the record, you still don't know the whole story, Flick said. Flutter folded about her left arm. And you need to rest. Min sat quietly, weighing it all up. The responsibility was enormous and the stakes were so high, but how could she refuse? All she could do was to find the courage to rise to this almighty challenge. She straightened her back and looked deep into Otlin's eyes. You know I'm struggling, and you know the decision I should make, don't you? Without a word, Otlin nodded. Min took courage and comfort from his small gesture. Chapter 28. Mill, then drill. Shinare waved her graceful branches, summoning the council, Otlin, and Min's band of crusaders to a second session. Now it is time for the whole story. There was a long pause. More than the fires threaten us. Of all the stars in the sky, Min shook her head. Can there truly be more bad news? Flick gave her a sharp nip into her shoulder. Listen and learn. Gladderall carried the story on. Just over a lunar cycle ago, a strident, whirring noise we'd never heard before disturbed us. The furthermost radiance sent us the alarm through the presence to warn of the approach of a group of Gauls riding metallic creatures, doing much damage as they went. They arrived before dark and made themselves busy in the glade between our trunks. Min looked down. She could see a leaf-strewn, moss-covered area that looked perfect for a large lumen gathering, not a gang of lumbering Gauls and machines. Except for the abiding Gauls who have walked these lands for millennia, it is rare for Gauls to visit the secret valley, Shimron added. We've only seen the odd one who stumbled upon us. Adventurers who came on foot and who were clearly in awe of the paradise they saw around them. By contrast, these gaubles paid no attention to this wonderland. Glauderel continued waving his branches about to emphasize his point. Unlike the abiding gaubles who tread lightly, said Chinere, this group stomped about, smashing bushes and pushing logs aside as they were made some sort of dwelling out of silver sticks and shiny material. They dug a hole and collected wood from the forest floor. What are they thinking? I said to Shimmerin and Chinere. That fallen timber is home to beings. Worse, they used some sort of stick to make a flame on green twigs and leaves. Dense smoke poured out, smothering the glade, groaned Glauderel. They were up to no good. We kept watch. Listening to the trees tell a story was mesmerizing, even though Min knew the ending was unlikely to be happy. Shimmerin continued. When light came, the gaubles came out of their shelters. They spread out a large sheet of something white on the glade. There were a lot of scribbly marks on it, as if the forest floor scrabblers had been dancing on it during the night with muddy feet. We bent our lower branches close to listen. And we heard enough, Chinere uttered in a fierce whisper. It was all we could do, not to whip our branches into a fury and blow them right out of the forest. And I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow.